In the hopes of making home ownership easier for Americans, President Trump says he is taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying single-family homes. Now, we know it's an issue happening here. Our 11 Investigates team brought you multiple stories on these large and out-of-state investors over the last few months. Megan Hartnett joins us in studio after talking with housing experts. Megan, what did they think about the president's plan?
Jeff, they say the idea is good. There's an issue across the country, even here in Northwest Ohio, where these large investment groups will buy single-family homes. However, it's not clear how a ban would work. President Trump is proposing another way to increase home ownership for Americans by banning large investors from buying single-family homes.
People that study housing have been talking about this for maybe up to a decade, but the conversations have really intensified in the last 5 years or so.
Housing experts say there needs to be some clarity on who this ban would target, as investors are known to create different LLCs for business.
So just saying you're going to ban larger investors from purchasing, well, how is that actually going to work when it's so easy to hide who's actually the ownership behind these entities?
But they do know large institutional and out-of-state investors are taking parts of the housing supply and leading to issues for renters.
There's some evidence that non-local owners for rental homes are a little bit quicker to evict people.
These out-of-state investors are making their mark in the Lucas County market.
According to the Cleveland Federal Reserve Bank, in a study that they completed, upwards of 50% of the investor purchases of single-family houses were purchased by out-of-state investors.
The president also recently proposed a 50-year mortgage in hopes of increasing home ownership. Housing experts say they're excited to see more conversations about ownership, but there are other things that could be addressed, like inflation, interest rates, and supply.
We need to have more thoughtful policy about how to build maybe more modular housing that's more inexpensive and clear some of the bureaucracy out of the way to be able to build those kind of things.
The president did not give details in his Truth Social post about how he plans to ban these large institutional investors, but he says he is calling on Congress to codify the ban. The president says he will discuss this along with more housing and affordability proposals at the World Economic Forum in the following weeks. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.